So what's good with it, YouTube? Today I got this 6'8 slasher gameplay, and I guarantee you it's worth the watch. So what's up with it, YouTube? It's your boy Anti. I got this 6'8 slasher. I'm actually thinking about coming out with the build for it soon. I'll actually make its own video for it. Honestly, this hands down out of all the characters I've created is definitely, I wouldn't say the best, but it's definitely the most fun to play with, hands down, out of all the characters I've created. And believe me, I've created so many characters that 2K won't even allow me to create anymore. But yeah, like I said, so today will be the 6'8 slasher. The fun thing about it is he can be versatile. Apparently with the 2K gameplay, with the way that the servers are set up and the lag and the shooting, everybody can pretty much shoot. So what I did with this character is, instead of worried about his mid-range and whatnot, I did a shot off the dribble. So I call him, well, me and my boy T call him, is a slash creator, because let's say if you manage to stop me from getting to the hole, which is very unlikely, I can just fade. So at the end of the day, it's a versatile build. It also depends on how you want to play. If you want to be aggressive, this is definitely the play for you. I was playing with my lockdown to begin with because, I wanted to be able to get steals and play defense and all that good stuff. But then I realized that freaking playmakers and slashers and shot creators and every other archetype were getting steals just as often as my lockdown, just with more penalty, obviously. I was getting fouls and whatnot. But with the lockdown, I was getting about the same amount of steals. They won't allow me to get most of the steals that we get. We normally don't even get to pick up. It's either it goes out of bounds, or their teammate just happens to run by and pick it up from you, or you freaking knock it out of their hands and they pick it back up, which makes no sense. I mean, whatever, 2K. I guess it's a height thing, because normally anybody I'm checking is normally shorter than I am, so I guess that low center of gravity, whatever, closer to the ground, easier to get to the ball, whatever. But like I said, with this slasher, so my gameplay, I was actually playing on house rules with some randoms the other day. It was a superstar, and he was telling me, he was like, yo, to make it more effective, he was like, how about when I bring the ball up, he's like, why don't you just start sprinting down the court to begin with? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, just sprint. Hold the turbo button, or don't hold the turbo button. He said, just run down the court. I'm going to throw it to you. And I said, what's the purpose in that? He was basically saying, it just gives me my momentum. So the things I like to do, there's two gameplays. There's two ways I like to play it. When I'm running down the court, as you'll see, anytime they take the ball out to me, I'm already halfway down, which is a bad thing if you got somebody, being a freaking noob that want to guard the freaking perimeter, guard the out of bounds and not let you bring the ball out. But see, as you can see, what I like to do is when I'm running down court, I do one or two things. I either use my ISO crossover, but this is also what I do. I like to run to a specific angle. I either run to the right or I run to the left, and I use my ISO crossover to go the opposite direction. Now, you have to time your own, you have to be on your own time, and you have to know what move you want to use. So I either use my ISO crossover or I use my behind the back. So here it is. I'm running down, go through them. So this play was an accident. I actually ran into this guy, but normally, like I said, I either do a behind the back or an ISO crossover. It makes it easy because most people, even though they expect you to do your little ISO crossover or behind the back, they can't stop it. I mean, there's really nothing you can do about it. And look at that. You see your boy hit that square cheese on him. Hop dribble. Yo, I recommend normal 2. Either normal 2 or normal 3. So back to it. So basically the same thing he just did. He comes down, he switches to the opposite hand, which gives you some space. Let's see if I do it this time. So yeah, you'll see me running down the court immediately. As soon as he threw it to my teammate. But I run down the court and I go left or I go right. Now, it doesn't work every time. I mean, as a slasher, it's very, very easy to get greedy because you know that there's pretty much nobody that can stop you. You can score at will, especially with this build. You're so big, you're strong, you don't really have to worry about anybody slowing you down. But make sure that you pass to your teammates to be more effective, because once you become such a threat to them, they start doubling and tripling you, and I promise you, it's a lot harder to guard a slasher than what you think it is. But so my strategy is I'll run down, and I'm super aggressive. I'll run down and I'll score 1, 2, 3 times. And after that, once they notice that they can't stop me, I dish it out to my team. Let's see. Left. There we go. There you go. That's space. And you're a slasher. You got Hall of Fame badges. You got Hall of Fame relentless finisher, Hall of Fame posterizer, everything you need. Now, the only thing wrong with my character, I wouldn't say wrong, but it's very different. My slasher is a small forward, which means he doesn't have acrobat. So I do have it bronze, but I can't get a Hall of Fame, which I really don't see a difference because the acrobat badge is pretty useful on bronze too. I don't really have issues with it. From time to time I'll miss a layup, but it's very, very, very rare. There are definitely some layup packages I recommend, like LeBron James, very good. Chris Paul, Westbrook is for guards normally. Westbrook, Durant. I'm actually using Durant and Durant, Kyrie Irving, and LeBron James. Those are my top 3. Westbrook, if you don't want to get blocked, you normally now, like I was saying, the LeBron and Durant, those are contact layups. So because you are a slasher, you're gonna draw a lot of contact. So why not have the animations that, you know, push them out the way, show them how strong you really are, max your strength out. Now that was a big topic. If your strength isn't maxed out as a slasher, you're kind of losing, because not only does it play a factor in getting your rebound, like you'll see me get a lot of rebounds on my slash, and I have no bars in my rebounding at all, not one single bar. But I'm stronger. I have my strength maxed out, so I can look at that. On defense, I'm pushing people backwards. On rebounds, I'm pushing people out the way. When I'm driving to the lane, I'm pushing you out the way. It's definitely worth getting your strength up, and that same thing goes for lockdowns and centers. If you want to get more rebounds, you want to stop, you want to play better defense, max your strength out. You're slower because you're heavy and your archetype's not built to be fast, but because you are a slasher, you have super high athleticism. You can move. That's what helps you get rebounds, your athleticism and your strength. I have literally nothing in my rebounding, and I still manage to get over most. I've out-rebounded freaking centers. I'm 6'8". I'm a small forward. I'm not that. 6'8" is not that tall compared to these 7'3" centers. My buddy out here, T Streets, he's 6'10". Sometimes I get rebounds over him. But like I said, definitely think about maxing your strength out. Let's see what I can do here. Push him out the way. It's nothing. It's so easy. And as you can see, I'm scoring at will. There, you can't stop a slasher. I mean, you can try, but like I said, you have to be versatile. You have to learn how to play. If you can't get to the hole, shoot a fadeaway. If you can't shoot a fadeaway, pass the ball. It's very, very, very easy to get greedy as a slasher. But I ended up, I made a mistake there. But, like I said, be cautious about your ISO crossovers and behind the back. You have to have your own timing. You have to know when to do it. You don't want to do it every time because you can lose the ball. You're not meant to dribble like most people like to do. And that will screw you up sometimes. But for the most part, the slasher build is I wouldn't say overpowered. It's really fun. And if you know how to use any archetype, it can be overpowered. But I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for stopping by.